I am at a park. I'm doing this video just because, I don't know, I'm starting to love and enjoy nature more than I ever thought I would have in my entire life. I never spent time outside unless I had a scooter and I was outside with my scooter, or like if I walked with my cousins and but we just really didn't. I really just didn't have a lifestyle just being outside, or like riding bikes outside, or hiking and stuff like that. Like not on like a normal day to day or like week or every other month. Like me walking Pinnacle Mountain, I only did it like twice in my lifetime. When I was with my friends, when I was with my auntie and my family, some of my family members. So like I know as I grew older and being more in tune with myself and more aware of my emotions and how nature is so beautiful and it's healing, and the sun gives you, I think, vitamin D, and it just like restores and heals you. It just makes me want to go outside more and just see the beauty of Earth itself, because I've always wanted to go traveling so I can see different types of the world. And then I always wanted to go to Bali because Bali has a lot of trees and green, and it's just beautiful according to the vlogs and stuff I've seen. And but it's just like I know I'm just enjoying more of what I can have access to now. And although I'm not at the full potential of enjoying it, because sometimes I don't get outside my car because I'm by myself when I do these adventures. And I will at least like need to get like a taser or something, so that like I can feel protected, because right now I only have mace, and mace can only go so far. So yeah, I'm pretty sure whenever I get a taser, or just get more comfortable being out without having somebody else, because I've always had somebody be with me when I was out in my entire life. I never just had to go somewhere by myself, and lately, like within a year or two, I've been doing more things by myself, and just being more comfortable and acceptance of doing things alone. I mean, if you want to go out and do something, I would definitely advise you to do it, but definitely be safe, because there are people who target girls, and you know there are already a lot of people being missing. And of course I would just advise you to be safe if you do things like what I'm doing currently. But like I just want to lay down on it and just soak in like the energy and the nature, and ground myself. And I'm very into like meditating, and I'm a little bit into chakras, but not too much. Honestly, I haven't just really fully put my intentions and dedication on learning how to open your chakras and learning how to feel them, and whatever the case may be. But it's just great. I would definitely advise other people to come outside more, not just to like just be outside, but just to be outside to enjoy the nature and live in the moment. God gave us all of this, and it's just a beautiful thing. But other than that, in the inside, I just really enjoy my life and enjoy myself, and I'm finally enjoying being single. Like I feel the joy of myself feeling happy and being happy that I'm single, because not just I'm being single, but I'm learning more about myself, and I'm loving myself, and I'm caring about myself, and I'm just doing more things for myself and about myself that I've never done. And so it's just bringing so much light and love to me that I've just finally feel like I'm okay. I'm okay with being single. I mean, I've always been okay with being single. Don't mind giving up all. But you go online and then you see all of these relationships about, I don't know. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. You see all these relationships and the goals and all this and that, and then sometimes it can make you want to be in a relationship. And so it had made me want to, but in reality, like I know I need to love myself and be confident in myself, and then learn how to communicate my emotions and feelings. So whenever I do get in a relationship and I need to communicate something that I didn't like or I feel some type of way, communication is always key. But also with communication is understanding. I can communicate with you about a lot, but if you don't understand where I come from and like what it triggered in my life or how it made me feel, like the communication would just be communicating. Because some people communicate a lot about how they feel and that person still goes back and do the same thing. So I just feel like I'm basically preparing myself for my boyfriend, my husband, my kids, because how I'm growing and changing in my life is how I want to raise my kids. I don't want them to have to go through like some of the trauma, like some things that they can avoid. I know you can't avoid everything in life, but like just learning self-love and putting yourself first. I feel like a lot of times as women, we put the man first and we just live life, and that's why we be having those attachments so strong, because we want to be with them 24/7. We want to be in their face. Like a man can go and go chill with his friends and not even text a girl back, not because he don't miss her, just because he enjoy his time with his homies. A girl can be with her homegirls. Let the man send her a text in trying to link or something. She gonna leave her girlfriend just to go talk to this man, just to be with this man. And it just shows us that we always put our men first. Whether if it was vice versa, the man would have been like, hold on, babe, I'm just hanging with my boyfriends, or I'm gonna hit you up. It's other ways that they would have been like, basically wait, because like they're chilling with their friends. Like ain't no harm in that. But I just realized there's a lot of times we are just really willing to give up our time to be with the man that we like and love, that we lose ourselves. And that's when we break up. We be such in a bad place or mindset, and we just keep thinking about them because we make the man the center of our life. So that's why we catch on to their slang and enjoy the things that they enjoy, because we make them our life and we transform our life into theirs. And we get effed over when they're not for us, when they're not for us. That's why it's good to protect your heart, because we can like somebody and then we can just start putting them first after that, like just liking that. But we all have to protect our heart, men and women, so that, because we need to really know for sure if a person really down for you and willing to go through the tough times. You just can't leave when somebody's doing something that you don't like. You need to communicate, and then you need to figure out what can that person do to not make you feel that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all have traumas. We all have childhood things that scarred us or that made us look at things differently. And we all have family members who affected us or in some type of way, what they did or their story and their lives. And so it's like we all have to, when we get a boyfriend or girlfriend, it's like we have to put our lives, like, I know it's like working with two lives. Like, you have to understand their trauma and understand your trauma. And that's why I feel like they say love yourself first, so you can understand your trauma in your life and how to navigate through like your emotions and being aware of when you do this makes you feel like that, or when somebody do this, it makes you think about that in the past. Like, you have to be aware of all these things so that when you do get a mate, you can be able to tell them and communicate to them the things that make you feel something, or the things that you don't really like, or stuff like that. Because if you don't, and then you just trying to figure out during the course of your relationship, and there could be somebody in the relationship who don't like what you do, but they don't tell you, or they don't tell you in depth or whatever, and you end up keep doing it, and then they just want to break up, or they tired, or whatever the case may be. There's many different examples I could have used, but overall what I'm saying is then people want to break up, and they say that's not the right person for me. But it's like, first off, you gotta be the right person for yourself. You gotta understand yourself, because it's really a lot of work for you to learn yourself. So then a person coming into a relationship trying to learn themselves and trying to learn you, that's a lot of work put on somebody. Like, Because then a lot of times I feel like men are shut off because either in their past they've been open and they've been called weak or punk, or they wasn't listened to, so they don't want to open up. And then you always hear them saying they fighting demons, and you like a girl like me, like I'm trying to understand what demons you fighting, so I can try to understand and try to help you in different ways. Like a lot of things I need to be broken down to the very first thing that happened that made you feel like that. But a lot of men don't be want to think about the time. They're just always saying, I don't know why I feel like this, I just feel like this. And it's like, and I feel like a lot of times when I talk to dudes or whatever, they get irritated when I'll be like, well, like I'll be trying to go into in depth, but I feel like they be irritated because I'm asking them in depth and they don't know. But it's like, you just ain't dig deep into yourself to figure it out, or you don't think it's that deep enough. A lot of men like say, hey, it ain't that deep. Like I'm that girl that be like, it is that deep. Something makes you feel like that because of something that happened in your life. But nobody ever, want to be in tune with themselves because it is a lot of work. It is a lot of pain, tears, crying, all of that. And it's just coming from the inner you, like the childhood you, But that's enough talking about all of that. If you want to know more about, the stuff that I think about and how I just got to know more myself and love myself, please tell me down in the comments. I'm debating if I post this or not. So if I post this, that means I'm willing to open up to all of my viewers, because some of my subscribers are my friends and I don't tell them this. So we will see. And much love, peace, happiness. May your May be filled with a lot of blessings and joy and self-love and love overall and happiness and discovering things that you didn't know about yourself that you like and love, and just living life, being happy. Man, we only got one life to live, and just figure out what you need to do within yourself so that you can stop and so that you can like not be so sad in life or depressed or like not happy. Like I feel like God put us on this earth not to feel like all those bad emotions. Not bad emotions, because there are emotions that we all need to feel and we all have felt. But I just feel like when God put us on this earth, He wanted us to reap all the beautiful things in life. But a lot of times our ego switches it, and like we start seeing things that we don't have or wanting more. And it just switches our mindset to think that we ain't got the life that we want to live. But that's another story too. I don't want to get too deep in that, But thanks for watching my video, and see y'all in the next video if I post something else. Let me know what y'all want to see, because I don't be knowing sometimes. But yeah, bye.